What's going on, guys? This is Greener from Building Blocks, and today I want to take a look at what's going on in the markets over the weekend. So today is Monday, the 28th of March, and some interesting stuff, kind of happened over from Friday to Sunday in regards to the markets. So today I want to take a look at what's going on. So today, take a look at this. So on Friday, I get this email from Coinbase, and I do have a Coinbase account, but they just issued a warning to Canadians about how they want to go forward with now doing some transactions from exchange to exchange. So I guess in Canada, we are now required to give the information to the wallet address that we're actually sending, say, Bitcoin to. So if you have you're buying it on Coinbase and then you're sending it to, say, a wallet for um, staking or something along those lines, you're going to actually have to release the information about what that person's name is, and all that kind of stuff. And anything over $1,000 would be required to actually tell them the name and everything of that person that you're sending that Bitcoin to. I don't really like that idea. I think that kind of is kind of stupid. I mean, I do have a Coinbase account. I don't really have anything in there, but I have used it, and it's not one of my favorites. I will say this, but you know, I guess going forward, anything over $1,000, we're gonna end up having to tell them exactly who it's going to, which is kind of lame. So I also want to talk about the so over the weekend. So on Friday and over the weekend, really, except for yesterday, we were actually at a greed and fear index of fear, which normally says that nobody's buying anything. Everyone was kind of scared that Bitcoin's going to drop or the whole entire market's going to drop. But uh, as of today, we're sitting at a 60 for the greed. Now, that's quite interesting to see what's going on in the world, what's causing a lot of Bitcoin adoption. So I guess we'll just have to kind of see what's going on here, and you know, it's going to kind of be a crazy world here, I think. But seeing it at a 60 greed, so that means people are buying into the market. So the reason why they're saying that there was such a spike in Bitcoin over the last like 24 hours is saying that over 400 million in liquidations. Crazy. So I mean, people betting against the market, and all that money was liquidated, which now causes that price to go up because they were clearly probably shorting it, and then the bulls came back and kind of screwed them over, I would say, right? Yeah, yeah. It really is quite interesting to see how much was liquidated. I mean, I think there was one that going back like last year where there was a heck of a lot less that was liquidated, and then there was one that was quite a bit. I think it was close to like $900 million or something that was liquidated quite a few months ago, like last year sometime, and it caused a lot of the big bull run market run up. And I think that's what may or may not happen right now. I mean, like, don't quote me. Don't sit there and say, "Oh, well, Grainer said it on Building Blocks that it's all going to go up." I mean, realistically, I think we all hope that it goes up. Uh, but when it comes to it, you know, we'll have to see. We'll have to see. So they're saying here on this report here, crypto potato. Terra was buying Bitcoin, with 10 billion in Bitcoin reserves for the new Terra. I think that it would be for their stable coin that they're coming out for, or with, sorry. The supply is getting thinner is what they're saying. So that means that the exchanges are not holding as much Bitcoin as what they were before because people are buying it. Okay. So overall market sentiment is positive, which we already talked about with the Green Fear Index. So you're looking at, yesterday was good, it was neutral. So you're looking at about 50% on that. And then over Friday, it was into the fearful market. And then, like over the weekend, it just kind of popped, but that was all due to the liquidations that happened over the weekend. And then now you're seeing the positive aspect of that. So Frosty's NFT operators arrested over 1.1 million rug pull scam. So I've seen this one here, this NFT project. I don't, the biggest thing with NFTs right now, I think, is that there's so many. Like, it's no different from a lot of these poo coins that you see all over the market too. And I mean, these NFTs are in that same type of category right now, right? Where the entire market is so new that that there's a million of them, right? So you have all of these different. I watched a video the other day about this Gary B guy, right? And he was saying that 99% of NFTs are shit. And to be honest with you, I mean, look at it. I mean, if you go open up OpenSeas, it's all over the place, right? You go and you look at some of these art creators, right? So you go on Adobe or you go on one of these other things here, and you're seeing that you can basically make these characters, okay, on NFTs and put them online, change the colors around, add a background, and the next thing you know, you have an NFT project, right? And you need very, very little money to really start making your own NFTs. And a lot of it has to be that you're promoting it on Twitter or TikTok. Majority of it is TikTok, I will say that, and Twitter, right? And you start promoting it, and people get into it, and then they look into it, and then they start buying it, and then the next thing you know, the entire project is ripped from underneath it. And that 10 or 15 ETH or whatever is completely gone, right? It's right out of the market. It's no longer there. People sit there and they buy NFTs. They don't even know what they're buying. They don't even know what they're buying, right? And they'll have a little question mark saying, "Oh, don't worry, the picture that you're going to buy, you'll get released at a later date," right? But that's just not right. That's just not right. I think that I think I'm going to make a video about what NFTs are and all that kind of stuff down the road. That I think where the benefit of them are, and for the most part, right now, I don't see a very good positive outlook for when it comes to NFTs. With how many scammers there are out there, even with the crypto or NFTs, it's hard to say where this is all going to go for this. I think proper regulation needs to happen, not just with the crypto market, but with NFT space, because of what's going on with all these scams. I said, like it's ridiculous to see and go on OpenSeas and go on to Mintable, Rareable, and all this kind of stuff. Like it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy, and the amount of rug pulls is just insane. It's just insane. I mean, people walk away with all their money, and it's crazy. It's crazy, right? But it's no different from some of these other cryptocurrencies that you're seeing that are the exact same thing. I mean, all you need is half of a BNB, and the next thing you know, you've got a cryptocurrency, and you've got 40 billion tokens that you've created on Binance for half of a BNB, which is like what I think $300 Canadian or something like that. I mean, I don't know. It's kind of crazy. I think it's just ridiculous, right? So moving on, we're going to talk about Alberta. So Alberta, the province of Alberta, they're talking about a new frontier here for crypto mining. So Alberta is known for being an oil industry here in Canada, right? So there's a lot of oil rigs and mining fields and all this kind of stuff out in Alberta. And to see the swap to mining, some sort of cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Dogecoin, and other digital assets, Swift is like just swapping it out and going to this all digital age instead of oil, which they should be doing well. I mean, I don't want to get into it, but I do believe that Canada is kind of doing Alberta dirty and the entire nation by not mining and producing their own oil. And I mean, for us to have such a huge reliance on China, or a little bit of a reliance on Russia for oil, and then if you've seen these gas prices here in town, up in northern Ontario right now, where I'm located, it's a buck. Was it $1.85 the other day? It cost me $190 for 101 liters to fill my pickup. So I mean, that's just ridiculous. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, I mean, that's just ridiculous. I would hate to see people that are driving these big 6.0 liters or something like that, driving that thing. I don't know. I just don't believe that the oil should be, or prospected here and then sent over, refined somewhere else in a different country, and then shipped back to us for a different price. I mean, I think it's just ridiculous. I think that Canada, we can self-sustain a lot of this stuff ourselves. Fresh wood, water, oil, uranium, all that kind of stuff. We could do it here in Canada, but our powers that be decide that it's not a good idea for Canadians to get out there and work. But that's just the way that it goes. And down the road, I mean, I'd like to see more jobs here in Canada. I mean, if this is going to be the direction that we're going, I mean, I'd like to see these Bitcoin mining facilities around the world, or around Canada, quite a bit more. I mean, we have the proper climate for it. We have a lot of hydro dams and unused hydro dams and stuff like that we could flip on the power for that and not have to worry about this big green energy type of thing, because if we're using hydro dams or solar or wind or something like that, which we have quite a bit up here in Canada, we're becoming less reliant on natural gas and stuff like that when it comes to electricity, right? And so we don't really have too many nuclear power plants anymore either. We have decommissioned quite a bit of them. So to see them go into this cryptocurrency world and starting to get all these mining facilities up, I mean, it's interesting to see that. I mean, we're very proactive when it comes to cryptocurrency. I don't know if people are noticing that, but in Canada, we have been pretty proactive on a lot of our cryptocurrency regulations and laws and stuff like that. And it's interesting to see, how we're dealing with it, right? So over the weekend, like I was saying, it's been quite interesting to see the markets go the way that they have been. I think Bitcoin is up almost closer to 60,000 Canadian. Yeah, so 58,935. That's big, quite a big jump. I mean, I think on Friday it was bouncing around 52 or 53. So you're looking at about $5,000 difference over the course of say 48 hours, we'll say, right from Saturday till now. And same with Ethereum. I think Ethereum has done quite a bit. Yeah, 15% over the last couple days. It's really not. It's like everything. The market seems to be green today. You have your stable coins going down, and especially with your market cap. I mean, I think Tether's market cap the other day was over 101,000, or 101 billion. But you see the current market, I mean, sentiment right now, like I said, is doing great. It's greed, all right, and I mean, you're going to see a little bit of a run up, I do believe. I mean, the way that all these uh, currencies are going, like look at Polkadot. I mean, Polkadot was $20, uh, what, not even a week ago. So to see it go up to, up $5 or whatever the last, especially 24 hours, is 9% in 24 hours. VeChain, where is VeChain? Yeah, VeChain, holy. So VeChain was sitting at 6 cents the other day, and now it's up 18%, 54% in the last 7 days, right? That's a nice little lump for VeChain now. I wonder if that has anything to do with stuff going on in China. But I mean, hey, I'll take VeChain going up that much. That's not a bad thing, right? No, I'll do a deep dive one day on VeChain and some of these cryptos by themselves. But even seeing XRP back up over $1 Canadian is really good news. I'd like to see it over $1 US. That would be a lot better. But Solana is back up over $100 again, and Terra is back up over $100. So it's nice to see Cardano back up to $1.51. I mean, that's great. Like I said, like I think right now with the greed and fear index looking at greed, a lot of people are getting into the crypto markets back into it, I should say, and buying their assets back because a lot of people sold off going back into December, November, December. They sold it all off and sat there and held it in stable coins for the last couple months. But I think what I was touching on last time was about how the war is kind of pushing another digital front. We've seen the digital front get pushed with the COVID-19 pandemic. And the next thing you know, we're now seeing this war in Ukraine, and certain countries are now talking about making Bitcoin legal tender and all this kind of stuff. Now, I think over the last little while we've seen at least 2 or 3 more countries that are talking about Bitcoin as legal tender or possibly making it a law, which is really great. I think down the road, Bitcoin shouldn't really be used as a tender, right? Like as current, like a paper money, right? So you're not going to be going to a store or anything like that and using Bitcoin. I don't think that's the right way to kind of access Bitcoin. I think down the road, if you see what these guys are doing with Elon and Saylor and all that kind of stuff, and they're basically just buying and holding their wealth, right? I was reading an article the other day talking about how Elon in the next, they say 5 years, he'll be back up to just being a trillionaire himself. And if you read between the lines, a lot of that's not just going to be Tesla and SpaceX that's going to be pushing him there, but he owns his own crypto and a lot of Bitcoin and stuff like that. And that's what's going to really top him up over the next couple of years. I think the next big bull cycle that will happen will probably be 2024. So we have a little bit of time to accumulate, but I could be wrong. I mean, I'm not a financial expert or anything like that. I'm just a crypto enthusiast, but to see the next bull cycle in 2024 is going to be quite interesting, right? So I really hope to just talk about what happened over the weekend. I mean, like it's kind of crazy to see how much it's all ran up over the last little while, but I'll take it. I don't have a problem with it. So anyway, signing off for today. This is Greener from Building Blocks.